This Good Morning Northwest morning spread is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
6:53 is your time. Let's get you ready to take on your Tuesday here in the morning spread.
Destiny Richards is live at Vitalant with details on a blood drive honoring a fallen Marine from Spokane.
Sydney Charles with the latest details on a series of shootings in California.
But let's get to Mark Peterson with a steady next couple of days in the forecast.
Yeah, we're going to see clouds today. There is no doubt about that in our First Alert Weather. And that First Alert Weather app, still free, still available in your app store. Yeah, we hold on to the cloud cover throughout the day. Some isolated flurries to the northeast into areas of Washington and Idaho, but that's going to be about it. Temperature-wise, we're going to be continuing into the low to mid-30s. 34 into Coeur d'Alene. Officially, we'll see 31 with 34 downtown. Over the next 12 hours, we're not going to see much change. And our high today is going to be 31, and that's going to be throughout much of the afternoon.
A man accused of killing 7 people at 2 San Francisco area landscaping nurseries is now in custody. The shooting comes less than 48 hours after 11 people were shot to death during a Lunar New Year celebration in Monterey Park, California. Law enforcement responded to 2 fatal shootings at nearby landscaping nurseries in the city of Half Moon Bay yesterday. Just after 2 Monday afternoon, authorities called to one nursery found 4 victims shot to death. Soon after, 3 more people were found shot and killed at another nursery. The suspect arrested for the San Francisco shootings is 67-year-old Chun-Li Zhao. The latest details on Zhao's arrest is coming up next on Good Morning America.
Camp Hope is shrinking at its peak. The camp was home to more than 600 people. Now that number is 138 and dropping. The Department of Transportation reports that more than 48,000 pounds of trash has been removed from the site. It's an improvement, but the efforts to completely clear the land are ongoing. Spokane Mayor Nadine Woodward tells us she expects this camp to be completely empty sometime in 2023.
The murder of an 82-year-old man who lived near Deer Park has sparked outrage. The body of Richard Purdy was found in his home the day after Christmas. Now, Purdy's family says they feel let down by the justice system. The Department of Corrections record shows that Alt had 14 felony convictions prior to his most recent arrest in December. After he served 46 months in jail, he was let out on community supervision. A family member of Purdy's is asking for change in the criminal justice system so this doesn't happen in other communities. You can read more details on the family's call for justice right now on KXLY.com.
The names of the 2023 Academy Award nominees have been released. And taking a look now at the nominations for Best Picture: All Quiet on the Western Front, Avatar: The Way of Water, The Banshees of Inisherin, Elvis: Everything Everywhere All at Once, The Fabelmans, Tar, Top Gun: Maverick, Triangle of Sadness, and Women Talking. Nominees for Best Actor: Austin Butler, nominated for Elvis, Colin Farrell for The Banshees of Inisherin, Brendan Fraser for The Whale, Paul Mescal in for After Sun, and finally, Bill Nye nominated for the film Living. For Best Actress, Cate Blanchett nominated for Tar, Ana de Armas for Blonde, Andrea Riseborough for To Leslie, Michelle Williams for The Fabelmans, and Michelle Yeoh for Everything Everywhere All at Once. Also, Everything Everywhere All at Once led with 11 nominations. The Oscars is scheduled for March 12th. You can watch the whole thing right here on 4 News Now.
And we've been live at Vitalant this morning talking about 2 upcoming blood drives in honor of Marine Sergeant Jacob Hess. He's from Spokane and donated blood and blood platelets, and bone marrow since age 16. He died in Afghanistan in 2014, but his legacy has been kept alive through community blood drives. 2 are happening in the next couple of weeks. One is in January this week on Thursday, the next on February 12th in honor of his birthday. You can go to our website, KXLY.com, for more information about these events and how to become a blood donor regularly.
The Spokane doctor accused of trying to hire a hitman on the dark web is scheduled to be sentenced today. In August, Dr. Ronald Ilg pleaded guilty to making threats using interstate commerce instead of going to trial for trying to use cryptocurrency to hire a hitman to assault one woman and kidnap and extort another. One of those women was his wife. The prosecutor is asking for 8 years in prison.
Spokane police responded to 3 violent assaults within just hours of each other. The first happened Sunday afternoon around 4 o'clock on West Main downtown, where a 16-year-old suspect was arrested. There were no life-threatening injuries, and it doesn't appear that any of the assaults were related. You can read this full story by going to our website at KXLY.com. We're back with your final look at the forecast with Mark coming up after this.